Hi you guys and welcome to First Time Fishing with me, Big Bird. It's a really quick video for you today. First of all, thank you so much to you subscribers. I've got to 900 subscribers at the time of doing this video and I'm just working really hard to get to that 1,000. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to get the future videos. I've had a lot of people contacting me and saying, how do I attach a shock leader to my main line? Well, there's several ways, but I'm just going to show you my way because I think it is simple and it's the strongest knot out of the 4 or 5 types of ways that you can actually attach it. So I'm going to show you my way because I don't think you'll forget it. But firstly, why do we use a shock leader? So it's basically for sort of distance feeder fishing. So if we've got quite a light main line and we're using a heavy feeder, what that's going to do is it's going to put tension on your line, on your main line, when you're casting. There's going to be possible abrasions. If you're particularly fishing somewhere like a reservoir that you know is quite rocky on the base, you're going to want a leader because as that fish is swimming around, it's going to rub against the rocks. It needs to be abrasion free. That is what a shock leader does. When you're casting, it will take all of the shock out of the whole cast. It protects the main line from breaking. It's also, when you're using braid, it's also nicer to have that mono shock leader instead of braid that's attached to your feeder. Now I'm going to show you one where I'm using 5-pound main line and a 10-pound shock leader. It sort of might be for bigger commercials, Barston, Boddington, somewhere like that, but sort of in the spring. You might want to beef it up a little bit more in the summer at those venues. So let's head to the station and let's take you through it now. Right guys, we're just going to go through how simple it is to attach a shock leader to your main line. Now we're going to be setting up, we're going to be using a 5-pound line here, which is a Maxima, and we're also going to be using Guru's Shield shock leader. Okay, this one's at 10 pounds and this one's at 5 pounds. Now, if you wanted to throw 80, 90, even 100 meters with a 5-pound Maxima line, it's not going to last you very long. So this is why we put this in place. Now this shock leader, the way it's designed, it isn't very good as a main line. We wouldn't have this wrapped around our reel. However, this is going to protect going through all of the rings, going through the tension with heavier feeders on the end of our rods, etc. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to attach this to this. And it is really, really simple. There are other ways of doing this, but I find that this is the strongest way and the most simple. Okay, so we've got our shock leader here, our 5-pound main line just here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to overlap the 2 lines. And then what we're going to do up this end is we're going to make a large loop back on itself. Hold both of the lines. And then this loop just here, we're going to use, what we're going to do is we're going to send our main line under the shock leader and through the loop. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that 4 times. Under the shock leader, through the loop. And then we're going to get it again. We're going to go under the shock leader and through the loop. And we're going to, like I say, we're going to do this 4 times. So we're going to go under the shock leader and through the loop. And then what that's going to do is that is going to form, if we pull tightly, it creates a knot, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up to this end and we're going to do exactly the same but with the shock leader on the main line. So we go back on ourselves and create a loop. We come under our main line and through the loop. We're going to go again under our main line and through the loop. That's 2. Remember, we're doing it 4 times. We're going to go through the loop from going under the main line. And that's 3. And now we're just going to loop round 1 more time, underneath your main line, through your loop. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hold our leader and we're going to pull again. And that then creates a nice knot up there. Now this is where the fun happens. So we've created a knot here and a knot here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lubricate in between. We're going to take our main line this side and our shock leader this side, and we're going to pull. And this creates the perfect double uni knot. Now it's completely up to you, but what I tend to do in trimming the edges is I leave this much showing. Reason being is this is a lot more flexible than if you were to cut it really short, and I find that that goes through the rings easier. However, you can very easily go as close as you can to the knot on that side and as close as you can to the knot that side. Give it a good old pull. And there you have a double uni knot that is not going to break and come apart. So that is my way of attaching a shock leader to your main line, and it's called a double uni knot. And the way you pull it all together, it's so strong. And you know what? If you need confidence in it, give it a good old pull when you first made it, and you'll realise that absolutely nothing is breaking that. It also gives you the confidence that it's completely abrasion resistant as well. So when that fish is being naughty and he's rubbing across them rocks, you know that he's going to stay on. I hope this has helped, guys. And if you are fishing this next weekend, tight lines.